fact that you're watching this video right now shows that God has something special to tell you. Listen, I need you to understand something very important during this message. I want you to be fully focused on what I'm saying to you. So put all the distractions away and listen up. God says, do not go back. There's something that you've run away from. There's something that God has delivered you from. And you're probably contemplating, should I go back to this thing? Does God have better for me? Think about it for a second. Let's look at Isaiah 43 verses 18. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. So, like I said, maybe it's a relationship you got out of. It was abusive, right? Maybe God delivered you from a porn addiction or an alcohol addiction or smoking or something like that, right? And you feel yourself wanting to go back to these things because you feel scared. You feel like you're not ready for what God has for you in the future. And you don't want to escape your comfort zone. You don't want to leave your comfort zone. Well, let this video be a warning that whatever you've left behind, you've left it for a reason. And if you were to go back and grab it, all those prayers, all those tears you cried for God to save you from that situation would be for nothing. So I'm telling you right now, it's not even that you want to go back to that thing. You know logically that it's not the right thing to do. What you really want is to trust in God more because you're afraid of the future. You're afraid of the unknown, right? And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm speaking to myself in this video as well, because there's things that God has delivered me from, and my flesh wants to go back to those things. And if we allow ourselves to get caught up in those things, Matthew 14 verses 27 to 32. But Jesus immediately said to him, take courage, it is I, do not be afraid. So he's talking to you right now. Jesus is telling you, do not be afraid of the future. Do not be afraid of what the future may hold. Lord, if it's you, Peter replied, tell me to come to you in the water. So God has called you to do something. He's called you to come to him and fulfill your purpose, right? Come, he said. And then Peter got out the boat and walked on the water and came towards Jesus. Now, how was he able to stay on the water? He was able to stay on the water because he was looking at Jesus. He was focused on Jesus. But look at this. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, cried out, Lord, save me. So listen, the thing here is that you are looking at the circumstances. You are living by sight and not by faith. You're walking by sight and not by faith. So that's the reason why you're starting to sink. That's the reason why you find yourself starting to slip back into old habits, because you're not fully focused on Jesus. You're focused on, maybe you get a glimpse of Jesus and then you go back to looking at the problem, the situation, and what's going wrong in your life. And you're not trusting in God to deal with that. So I'm telling you, you must focus on Jesus if you want to overcome that doubt. If you want to overcome that fear of the unknown. Imagine how Peter felt walking on water, right? He was completely walking by faith by looking at Jesus. But like I said, he looked at the storm, the problems in his life, and the things that were happening physically. So all I'm saying is that you have to make sure that you focus on Jesus, all right? Now, I'm going to wrap up the video right here, and I'm going to tell you something that I hope you never forget. Remember this. Going back might feel easier, but it will cost you your future. And God only has to deliver you once. But every single time you go back, you put those chains right back on yourself. So listen, all right? Do not go back. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video was a blessing to your life, because this is something that a lot of Christians struggle with, and I hope this helped you guys. Now, if this video added value to your life and the rest of the videos on my channel do that, you guys can support this ministry by copying the Peace Over Problems merchandise. There are only a few pieces left. I'm telling you guys, they are selling out so fast. I'm literally going to sell out within the next month. So if you don't get your piece now, it's not going to come back. I'm not restocking. So once it's gone forever. And there's 100,000 of you guys, and there's only a small amount left. And if you want me to personally help you, if these videos aren't enough for you and you want something more personal and hands-on, click the top link in the description and you can apply for my one-to-one coaching, where I'll help you quit lust, I'll help you to get closer to God, and I'll help you to become the best version of yourself. Now, with that said, remember this: in a world full of problems, choose peace.